It's still 3/17/2018, only it's 10:19 a.m. this time. And this is number 3 in this series. Here's one. Preacher, pastor, clergy, priest, some girls will fondle, doesn't matter. An untrustworthy face versus trustworthy face is number 2. I have to go back and edit and put that in the title. But anyway, it's all because this puzzle has not been going so smoothly, as you might be able to see here. See, it's not like it's going together in leaps and bounds. So, I'm taking this opportunity to kind of visually link these together as belonging together for the ease of location, partly, okay? Now, why I'm back is because here is another indifference I have with this whole, since 1995 and before, actually till 93, the whole mess back till 93 in the spring. All right, this person has portrayed herself, and I can still see it happening, not with my physical eyes, but it's projected to me. She intends for me to see, at least part of the time. So I'm picking it up with like my third eye, okay? Or psychically. I don't know what else it could be. There are ways, I know, but I don't know which one it would be. Okay? Heterodyning? What is all that? I don't know the term right now. But anyhow, this person portrays herself, at least in part, as a shy, backwards, withdrawn, incapable of picking up a phone in her own defense, incapable of turning in someone who she said was raping her 2,100 times in total, 2 to 3 times a day. But when 6 to 7 years old, made a report on someone else, and on me, she made a report as well. After I called the police on her about my rabbit coat that my mother gave me, that I loaned her to wear on Valentine's Day that year, so she'd look nice. Okay? These people never did anything for me so I'd look nice. They never bought me a nice red velvet dress to wear anywhere. And they especially didn't lend me a fur coat. Okay? These people had not had their focus on us and our survival or happiness at all. And no, I'm not angry. I am stressing it to the max because everything seems to go her way, and I really don't see a reason for that. If in fact she is clinically retarded like a family member told me, then that should be what I know. And it should have been what I knew from the start. When her mother contacted us, it should have gone more like this. I need to let you come and get your kids. Your daughter is clinically retarded. She has issues and she's a deviant. Can you say that, Rebecca? Can you repeat that? At least to yourself for clarity. Because my understanding was that she would just need to settle down and get her grips Get used to being in a new place. She had all summer to do that. You know? Everything would be fine and dandy. Then at the end, after it's all said and done, years later, oh, by the way, she's clinically retarded. Then for God's sake, why do you have to try to reintegrate her where no one is inviting her? What about our best interest? We are not going to reintegrate with that person, and I believe everyone should know that. I believe if they have a brain, this wouldn't even be a question. This wouldn't even be attempted. And I don't know if it's the family doing it, her aunties, or who. But I know I don't like it. She has caused disturbance after disturbance after disturbance. She has uprooted 3 different recovery plans. We were all on recovery plans, and they have become uprooted. Where is the concern for us? We were trying to get well long before she came into the picture. I have issues going back to 2 damn daycares. Those didn't come up because I hadn't been wigged out to the point yet that it could pop out of my head and roll out my mouth. Thousands and thousands of dollars spent on just me. My most recent hospital stay was when my first son died. No, I take that back. When the second one died, and they thought, because I told them what the chief of staff had told me, was for the nursery to keep him in there with them instead of wheeling him to my room for a 4th day to make sure that I had plenty of rest before being discharged from the hospital. And that's when that trouble clicked in. Because obviously, what the doctor had told me did not go on file. And from there they were claiming that I did not want my son, which was a blatant lie. So I had to go into the hospital a second time. 2 sons, 2 hospital stays. Extended ones, 30 days. 30 days on both of them. All right, thousands of dollars each time. Not to mention other things. Okay, so then all of a sudden they're cutting her in line in front of us, running over any kind of recovery plan or whatever you want to call it, wellness plan or, wellness program, whatever you want to know it as. Ours suddenly doesn't matter. After some certain people in Sedalia ground me down with their heels, calling me nuts from years back when I wasn't. All right? They made it so that I would appear to be sort of freaking viable. It didn't work. I'm back. When I'm dead, I plan to come back. I will haunt these people. I will. They have made my life such hell. But back to this issue before me on the screen here. All right? The shy, so-called feeble flower of femininity girl, supposedly unable to pick up a telephone when there's 3 of them, unable to run off to neighbors she had befriended, unable to go across the street to the business that was there, the cleaning company, or to the church on the corner, or to the senior center across the street from the church to say, someone please help me. And even when she had her mom on the phone, the 10 minutes at a time, like the previous screencast, no mention. Even when she's up there visiting at the commune, okay, with her monthly visits, no mention. Even before that, before the divorce decree modification became solid, okay, became a matter of law, who her primary caregiver would be, she could have stopped that from going through. She had 6 weeks in that summer to decide, am I going to be there permanently until I'm old enough to get my own life going, my job, my car, my own place? Not even mentioned. Not even with my mother and father when she's out with them many times. No attempted runaways while we're gone, and she knew we'd be gone a while because she knew we were going to the base, and she had gone with us before, so she knew it was a 20-minute one way, not counting stopping to fuel, and 20 minutes home. Okay? Maybe 25, actually, because we might have fueled on the way back thinking, well, we'll use a little more gas going up there, and then on our way back, we'll get that much more gas in, for our trip tomorrow, whatever. But then suddenly, the total 180 that she did from I can't report a vicious rape where I don't even have a hair out of place and I don't even have a bruise to show for it. I don't even have any scratches or scrapes or abrasions or bloody nose or broken bones or anything. I'm going to be a cheerleader. I'm no longer backwards. I'm no longer pathetic. I'm no longer incapable. I'm an outgoing cheerleader. How do those kind of 180s happen? How almost like magic. I'm no longer this thing that cannot in any way, shape, or form report a vicious attack on my person, even when I'm left unattended to do so with working phones, and the man's on heart medicine, and he's had 2 heart conditions that landed him in 2 different hospitals, and an inhaler. This is like the Roadrunner trying to get away from Granny Granny Clampett could run pretty fast. Now that I think of it. Trying to escape what? A snail. Like the Roadrunner, her, unable to escape the snail, which would be John on all of his medicine where he had to be careful and stuff, And even calling his penis flaccid. Have you ever looked up the meaning of flaccid? Codename Nietzsche, or you're just flinging words around because they make you look smart. Well, your family said it best. They said you're clinically retarded, and I'm pretty much going with that, except for I know you're evil. Because how could you not be evil? Smack little brother on the head, give him the scissors so he could cut the big holes out of the curtains. Try to push me down the stairs and let my mother catch you spraying 409 on the salad. Lord knows what else. If you were in foster care with Miss Codename Nietzsche and you see her picture in the previous video, message me, please. I'd like to know what kind of foster sibling she was, because I have heard one account. I've heard only one account from Bobby. Okay? Hello, Bobby. Hello, Uncle Al. Thanks for watching.